Well, another day in Hollywood, another nude photo scandal erupts, but a disturbing new trend has teens emulating their favourite celebs by sexting or exchanging sexually explicit material via their mobile phones, email and social networking posts.
Now, celebs like Paris Hilton, Kim Kardashian and Lara Bingle have all been caught up in nude photo scandals, but few are aware that under tough pedophile laws, teens can be charged for sending or even possessing naked images. Joining us with more on this new trend is cyber safety expert Susan McLean from Cyber Safety Solutions, and in Melbourne, teen psychologist Dr. Simon Kinsella, Director of Corporate Personal Consulting. Good morning to you both. Morning. Susan, let's start with you. You're a cyber safety expert. Is this just a bit of fun flirtation between teenagers or sexting? Obviously, some very serious implications.
It does have very serious implications, and I think for children, they do see it as fun and flirtatious, and they're emulating, you know, the starlets of Hollywood. But what they need to understand is that the results can, of course, be being presented before the court on some very serious child pornography offences.
How widespread do we think this is amongst teens, do you think, Susan?
Well, I've not been to a secondary school anywhere in Australia that hasn't had a situation involving sexting. Wow. And there's some anecdotal research done with a group in Melbourne that are putting it at around 80% of year 10s have engaged in these sort of behaviours.
80%? Oh, my God.
Simon, you specialise in teen psychology. What are the psychological implications of sexting between teens?
Well, we can't just view this as a harmless form of self-exploration. There is an argument that this is a modern form of self-exploration, but really with the communications the way they are now, it's not a private form. So from the moment the person takes the photo and clicks send, that photo is then out there in the public domain forever. And unfortunately, they can crop up in all sorts of circumstances. So we know that once the photo is out there, it spreads like wildfire, and then the person is in a position where they're going to get unwanted attention from their peers, potentially bullying, sexual harassment, and maybe even worse. And so this combination of shame, of bullying and of helplessness sets people up for all sorts of psychological problems.
Simon, really interested in the role that celebrities play in normalising this behaviour. Are these young kids looking to those celebs going, well, she did it, it mustn't be that bad?
There's no doubt that they are, and with figures like 80%, I think that's probably as much proof as you need that teens are looking at this sort of thing. And songs like Dirty Pictures send the message that this is normal, that it's fun, that it's safe, that there's no consequences. It doesn't send the message that people might look at you as being slutty or sleazy, or that there could be other consequences further down the track.
Susan, we've spoken to you and Simon about the internet many times, and you've told us both, you know, keep the computer in plain view in a public space at home. But how do we do that with the phones? Because the kids have got the phones on them all the time. We can't protect them against that the whole time.
No, and it's very hard, but I think what you've got to do is talk to your children about this issue. We can't trivialise it, and we can't assume it won't happen to our children, because I've seen the nicest sort of children getting caught up in this. Support them, advise them, and be vigilant. Just make sure that, you know, we don't demonise it. Of course, with the celebrities, they're not going to get into trouble because most of them are over 18. It's not an issue if you're over 18. Yeah. But the child pornography laws are very strict when it comes to these sort of images of young people under 18.
I like that there was a tip on there, seek help, because it just won't go away.
Oh, no, no, no. And the worst thing people can do is put their head in the sand and hope it will go away. Or what we know happens is the photo's shared, and then the boy perhaps has it and he doesn't share it for about a week. And the girl sort of thinks, oh, well, you know, this is okay. Of course, in that period of time, it has gone viral. So you do have to speak up, get help.
Be proactive.
Be proactive. Support your child. Children do make mistakes.
And there's no getting it back once it's out there.
Absolutely not.
Thank you, Susan. Thank you, Simon.
Thank you.